The first thing we're going to talk about is how to advertise your babysitting. Now, there are many ways to do that, and mainly the first one is just like flyers, putting up flyers everywhere.
So on your flyer, you're going to want to have your name, a cell phone number, any number that's easy to contact you at, and then you're also going to want to have maybe your email address. I mean, some people have both email and phone number, but whatever, it's your choice. And you're going to want to have like what you do, like if you're a babysitter, what age you babysit, if you're just kind of like a mother's helper. So the next thing you're going to want to do is find a place to put your flyers where people are going to see it and they're going to get your number and want to call you. If you
live in a neighborhood where there's a clubhouse or anything like that, there's usually a bulletin board right outside. Now you're going to want to know what to do when the person calls you. You're going to want to be polite and be like, "Hi, my name is this, what's your name, nice to meet you, how may I help you, when do you want me to babysit," that kind of stuff. You're going to also want to ask what the kids' names are, girls, boys, how old they are. You also want to make sure right when you get there they're aware of how much you charge. I mean, for example, like if you're going to charge $12 an hour, you want to tell them that before you actually get to their house, because I mean, they're not going to be happy, but they'll have to pay it because they can't just be like, go home kind of thing. So, you need to do that. Also, you need to make sure you're charging a reasonable price. Like, if you're only, let's say, 12 years old, you have no experience, you're not going to want to be charging like $8 an hour. That's kind of ridiculous. Maybe like 5, 6, something like that. The next thing you're going to want to ask is when they want you to babysit, for how long, the time, like to get there, the time they'll be back, that kind of stuff, so you know. Transportation, like do they want to pick you up, do they want to take you home, or if you can drive, you're probably going to drive there and drive back. You're also going to want to ask where they live so that, an hour before, like while you're driving there to get there or whatever, your parents are dropping you off, and you don't want to be lost because then you're going to be late, they won't be happy. You might kind of get a bad reputation with them. You just don't want that to happen. So make sure you know where they live, MapQuest it. Yeah, make sure that you know where they live. It's really important. Okay, when you're there actually babysitting the kids, like before the parents leave, what you're going to want to do is like you're going to say, okay, do the kids have any allergies? Is there any foods they can't eat? Is there anything they can't drink? Like, some parents don't want their kids to have caffeine past a certain time, that kind of thing. Are they allowed to have a snack before bed? Are they allowed to bring water into their bedroom? I mean, anything like that. You're also going to want to ask, okay, what time do they have to go to bed? Do I need to give them a bath? I mean, usually you won't have to do that kind of stuff. Also, with, like, babies, what time am I going to have to give them their bottle? What time? Basically, a lot of it's just about time. Like, the times you have to do different things. When the parents leave, you're going to make sure that the kids are okay. Sometimes kids are going to have a hard time when their parents leave because, they don't like having their parents leave. Also, you're going to want to make sure there's plenty of things for the kids to do. You can have movies ready, TV shows, play games with them. Try not to play anything that gets too rowdy, though, because if you start playing, for example, like tag in the house and they get hurt or something, then you could, you'll feel really bad. Make sure when the baby cries, you check its diaper, because, like, when they cry, it's usually about 3 things. They're tired, they want food, or they need a diaper change.
Here's how you change a diaper. And here are the things that you need: a changing mat, a diaper, and wipes. You want to change the baby on a flat surface where they can't fall. Like a table, sure it's flat, but it can fall off easily if it starts squirming around. So first, I really suggest doing it on the floor. Start out with putting the changing pad or mat out. And you might want to, hold the baby nice. You want to be holding the baby until you put it down on the mat. You want to really support its head as it goes down. So first the butt and then the head. And then after that, you want to take off the diaper. And then after you take off their diaper, the old one, you want to use a wipe to wipe up the area. And then after that, you want to take the new diaper, open up the diaper, and to put it up, you want to lift the legs up of the baby, and you're going to put it on, and then take the side strips that go around it, and put that on the baby as well. And that's how you change the diaper.
When the parents get home, you're going to want to You're going to want to tell them anything that happened, anything important. I mean, you don't have to tell them everything like, we played a game, we did this, we watched a movie. No, you don't. I mean, anything that you feel like you need to tell them, make sure you tell them. Obviously, if there's a fire, they're going to need to know, but they would know. So, yeah, and make sure that you keep their number, because they're going to want to make sure they have your number so they can call you again. If they liked you, they'll call you again, you know? So, also, you're going to, don't ask for your money. That's, like, extremely rude. They're not going to give it to you like, oh, here you go, you know, like that. So, what they'll do probably is just hand it to you. You don't need to ask. Basically, after that, they're going to probably offer to take you home, unless you have a car, of course, and you drive. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, on the way home, just, you know, make sure when, let's say if they drop you off at your house, make sure when you get out, you say, thanks, have a good night, appreciated it, thanks for having me over to babysit your kids, any of that stuff. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!